Hey everybody, this is Helen. I just thought I'd hop in because another layer of receiving love has come in, and I know some of you really connected with it last time. So what I've realised is one of the things that people quite often get caught up on is that if they do allow love in, it might not stay. That love won't last forever, and then they'll have to go through that pain and suffering of the separation and the heartache and the heartbreak and all of those things. So one of the reasons that we don't let love in fully is because we're scared of the pain of losing it. And in kind of thinking this through, what came to me very clearly, and perhaps where we're a little bit blocked, is that love is an emotion or an energy. Emotions are literally energy in motion, emotion. And so the idea with all emotions is that we experience them fully and then allow them to pass through us. So for example, with anger, you want to allow that anger to come in, to express it in a, proactive, productive way, non-violent way. But then you want that energy to move through you. You don't want to hold on to it. And actually, it occurred to me, it's like, why do we have this need or want to hold on to love? And I think some of it is in that push-pull, like we want it, but it hurts. And also some of it is in that some of the stuff we're fed around relationships and how everything has to be forever, and it's that happily ever after thing that we were brought up on that actually perhaps is holding us back from experiencing real love. And when I felt into it, what I knew was that love is like any other emotion. It's only truly whole and fulfilling when we're not grasping, when we're not trying to close it down, when we're not trying to make it something it's not, where we're allowing it to move into our life wholeheartedly and then allowing it to move through us. And in that, there involves some trust that the universe is going to bring us more. And there's that wonderful saying, isn't there, that you realise love is as perennial as the grass. And it's true. Love always comes around in just different formats. And I think what I was saying to you on my last video was about making sure you notice all the different ways it comes to you. But I think there's that knowing that love is all around us. It's an energy and it's available to you at any point in time. So you can just tap into that resonance. What does love feel like? You can think of maybe it's a child, maybe it's a pet. And that unconditional, pure sense of love can bring you straight back to that feeling really easily. So I feel like whenever we're lacking love, is to remember that it's coming. It's simply there as a vibration for us to tap into. And then as it does come in, as it does fill us, and it can come instantly, right? If you breathe and connect, you can tap into that love from God, from Source, from Mother Nature, wherever it comes to from you, for you, and then you bring that sense, that feeling of love back into your body. And when you do that, there's this opening that happens, this beautiful almost flowering, and there's also knowing that almost like the beauty of that sensation, the beauty of all emotions is that they should fade and die, and yet something else replaces them. So it's almost trusting yourself, I guess, trusting the universe, knowing that love is always available and that you can step back into it as wholeheartedly as you would wish, in that trust that every time you do, the amount of love you can receive, the amount of love coming to you increases exponentially. So when we're losing something, when we're going through that painful process of letting someone go, in effect, that is what opens the door to the next level of love walking in. And just sort of going with that flow of love in our life, seeing it like a giving and taking. The more open you are, the more can flow through you, the more you can share with the world. I actually feel like, in a funny way, money is quite similar. It's almost like when we try and hold on to it too hard, it blocks. Like all energy, it gets stacked up behind the gate and it can't go anywhere, and energy doesn't want to be stagnant. Emotions don't want to be stagnant. That's when we kill them. So it's always allowing that flow in and that flow out, and then different balances at different times. But it's the same with love. When love stagnates, when we try and hold on to it, that's when it becomes no longer love. It becomes something more negative. So just remembering not to grasp, not to cling, and just allowing real love, that truth of connection, that heart opening feeling that you get when you're with somebody that you love, just allowing that in and finding your way back there as much as possible and not being afraid to let it go, because you're always loved.